since you came back, first home game in Charlotte since your return. Have you thought at all about your emotions, or what are you feeling going into tonight's game?
It feels cool. Just coming back playing at home in front of fans, family. My first game was in Utah, so it's a little different coming back to where one, grew up and watched the games, but also two, every time I play in this arena, it's a blessing. So I'm just excited to get back and playing. Those were my first shots in the main court in what, over a year? So even just now, shoot around, because every other shoot around I was on the side. So like it's cool being back in the arena and shooting on the baskets and the Spectrum Center where all the fans are going to show up and show out for us against the talented Cleveland team.
What have the last couple weeks been like as you got closer and closer to this return? What have your feelings been like? And then once you got on the court in Utah, you been able to kind of process the last year yet?
Yeah, processing-wise, yeah. I've been able to sit back and just like kind of appreciate where I was and now where I am. But also, I feel like when you get back into the thick of things, you start getting even more critical about your performance. So for me, it's always about how I'm performing and how I'm doing for my team, both on and off the floor. And I feel like that's where my mind has been. But now, just when I took a look back and take a look under the hood, it's like, wow, like you're back playing basketball, you're back playing with your teammates, you're back competing against those top talents, like a guy like Evan Mobley tonight. It's going to be really exciting playing against that matchup and just, continue to, for me, get better, get back to being better than I was when I got hurt.
You guys are obviously playing some of your best basketball of the season right now. For you to kind of come back in the midst of this and really kind of contribute and get this thing rolling, does it make it feel a little bit sweeter right now?
Yeah, I'm paying attention. I'm more paying attention to the night. I feel like for our team, our motivations have to stay night in, night out. We can't look ahead. We can't look about what our performance has been. We got to continue to perform the way we, like you said, like we've been doing, pushing with pace, establish our defensive identity. I think as the months have gone on, we've gotten better and better on the defensive side of the basketball. And with myself, Josh Green, and a lot of guys on the bench back, we should be able to add to that as well. And then just, on offense, playing with confidence. I feel everybody here has a good rhythm, whether it's kicking the ball ahead, whether it's Khan knocking shots down, whether it's Miles getting downhill, Melo creating for others. So it's our job as the second unit to really establish ourselves and do the same, and don't let there be any type of drop-off. And that's where even last game, or 2 games ago against Golden State, I was critical of our guys. I said we got to be better as a second unit because it started to do a solid job of putting us in a good position, and then Al and those guys dominated us. So for us, we take pride in being the group that comes in behind that first group, and we just got to continue to stay motivated and push to get these wins, because I think we have a chance to be really successful this year.
Grant, I'm here doing something on your book.
Yep.
For a team to have as much new blood as you guys have. Any particular challenges that you've seen in that, in incorporating into things?
Not with the rookies that we have. I feel like the rookies that we have, they're so humble. They're also competitors. They're guys that understand their position also too. I always say you can tell of a rookie when they show up and they're willing to do their rookie duties. Like every single one of them, top to bottom, even Khan being the 4th overall pick, he'll still do rookie duties and he smiles with it. Like that's something that is rare to find this next generation. I think this generation of guys that we drafted and the Charlotte Hornets culture we're building has been phenomenal. And it's also for them just adapting to whatever Charles Lee asks them. They're talented. They're competing, but they're also understanding that even when they aren't competing, whatever opportunity they receive, whether that's at the G League for Liam, whether that's 20 minutes a night for CM, whether that's 30 minutes a night for Khan, to approach it the right way and push your guys forward.
Obviously for you, you've been on national TV before, like the Celtics and the Mavericks, but for this team, it's kind of rare. I'm just wondering, what does it mean to you guys, if anything, for this game tonight, and how is it going to help you get that brand out there the way you want to moving forward?
Hey, it's our job to just do what we do. I think that when playing these games, people always say like it's cool playing on TV and stuff like that, but we have opportunity every single night to compete at a high level, and that's all we can focus on. ESPN game, non-ESPN game, and in these moments, this is something that we should hopefully get used to, because this team's developing, this team's growing, and as more games that we win, as more competitive that we get, the more opportunity we'll have like this. So we have to take this opportunity tonight and just play the game of basketball that we've been playing. We can't overthink it. We can't think that because we're on national TV we have to do this, we have to perform like this. No, it's just a matter of being yourself, competing with one another and focusing on one another.
From the outside looking in, it feels like the team captured something in that time out west. Do you feel that? And if so, what do you attribute some of the success that you were able to find collectively?
I think this has been built over years, less so even out west. Like I think Charles Lee, Jeff Peterson, the Hornets organization have done a great job of fostering the guys they want to bring in, but also this group has really bought in. Not only just bought into the offensive identity, bought into the defensive identity, and just bought into one another. You know, focused on learning about one another outside of just basketball, learning about the human being. You know, learning about the families. That goes a long way. Compared to any team I think I've been on besides, the ones in Boston, where we won a lot of games. So I think it attributes to winning, attributes to success, but also attributes to understanding that just because you're on the same team, you can still be more than just acquaintances, more than just co-workers. You can be deep, connected friends. So I think it's been attributed to that.
I also wanted to ask, you've stayed connected to the game, to the team the entire time, but when you weren't physically on the court, anything about your perspective changed, being able to see the game from a different lens?
Absolutely. Even just my approach, I feel like a lot of awareness and just understanding like my emotional maturity has to continue to grow. When I was off on the court, when I look back to even Boston years, even my years when I first got to Charlotte, like I was a little sporadic. I was even more, I'm still a competitor. That's still fire nature comes out every now and again, but understanding the moments that you can allow that to come out versus when you have to be a little bit more leader and be a little bit more steady for the group around you. Understanding that not every single word has to be said, trusting that other people have a voice too and they need to be valued and pushed forward, so that way they feel confident and comfortable in the group. I think all those things add into the time that I was out and the time that I spent away from the team, or spent with the team but away from playing. So I think that just growth over the years.